Hello there. So far we've learned 3 chords. I've shown you a few right hand strumming patterns, so I hope you've been practicing all of that hard, because today we're going to put all of it together and apply it to our very first song. Now the song I've chosen for us to look at is a cheery little number called Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam. Originally written by a Scottish band called the Vaselines and made famous when Nirvana did a great cover version of it for their MTV Unplugged set. And it's a really nice, simple pop song, and for our purposes it's a really good one to get started with, because we can play the whole thing just using E, A and D chords. So let me play a bit of the song for you so you can hear what it's all about, and then I will take you through it. Jesus don't want me for a sunbeam, 'cause sunbeams are not made like me. And don't expect me to cry for all the reasons you had to die. Don't ever ask your love of me. Don't expect me to lie. Don't expect me to cry. Don't expect me to die for thee. Jesus don't want me for a sunbeam. The first thing I want you to do is to go and check out the original version of this song. So go on YouTube or get the original Nirvana Unplugged album and have a good listen to that. This is a really important stage of learning any song, is to listen to the original and to listen to it quite a few times so that the sound of the song is in your head, and when you actually come to playing the song you'll have some idea of what you're aiming for. So once you've done that, let's actually take a look at how we're going to play the song. As I say, it's a very simple song and we can play it using just the 3 chords that we've already learned, the E, A and the D. There are 2 basic chord patterns to this song. There's a chord progression that's played over the verse, and then for the chorus it changes slightly. Now when we're first learning this song, we're going to keep the right hand very, very simple. We're just going to do groups of 4 downward strums. I think for a beginner that's definitely the best way to start learning songs. You can focus on your left hand, getting the chords in the right order, spending the right amount of time on each chord. Once you've got the basic song working, then you can start thinking about your right hand and you can spice that up a little bit and make it a bit more authentic. Let's start with the verse of the song. We're going to start with an E chord. We've got 4 strums on E, 4 strums on D, and 8 strums on A. So you're spending twice as long on the A chord. If you remember in the previous lesson I talked a bit about bars of music, which are just groupings usually of 4 beats. So in terms of bars, we're spending 1 bar on the E chord, that's 1 group of 4. We've got 1 bar on D. We've got 2 bars on A. And that pattern is just repeated for the whole verse of the song. So that's what I want you to practice initially, just smoothly with 4 downward strums in your right hand, E, D to 2 bars on A. And the same things apply that I talked about in the chord changing lesson, getting as smoothly as you can from one chord to the next without any hesitations. And that's the verse of the song. I think we're just going to play that sequence over through 4 times, I think. The chorus of the song, slightly different. It starts out on E still, but we're going to play 1 bar of E to 1 bar of D. Then we're going to go back to E, another bar, back to E again, D, and then this time we're going to come to the A chord for 2 bars. I just want to play you a very slow verse and chorus so you can see how this all fits together. I'm going to start with our E, D to A chord sequence. We've got a bar of E, Jesus, bar of D, don't want me, 2, 3, 4, a sunbeam, 2 bars of A, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then we go around again, because sunbeams are not D2 made like me, 2 bars of A, go around again, don't expect me to cry to D for all the reasons you had to die, and one more time round, don't ever ask your love of me, to 8, 2 bars, 5. Now we hit the chorus, so E, don't expect me to lie, D, 2, 3, and then again, don't expect me to cry, D for 4, one more time, don't expect me to die, to D, and this time we come to A, for thee, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then we go around again, Jesus, don't want me, back to the next verse, and so on. And as I said, that's essentially the entire song, just those 2 chord sequences, the verse and the chorus, then it repeats. You can do another verse and a chorus, another verse and a chorus. I think in fact there is an instrumental section in the song, but all that is the verse chords played without any singing. So as far as the guitar part goes, you just play the same thing as you would play in a verse. Once you're starting to feel reasonably confident playing the song in this simple way, you can start to think about adding in a more interesting right hand part, and it's then that the song will start to come to life a bit more. Now you might remember in our previous lesson we had a strumming pattern that went down, down, up, down, up, down, and I think that strumming pattern will work really well when we apply it to this song. So where we have been playing 4 downward strums per bar, let's replace that with down, down, up, down, up, down. So now the verse to the song will be something like this. We'd have Jesus, don't want me for a sunbeam, 'cause sunbeams are not made like me. Straight away, this is feeling a bit more exciting. Don't expect me to cry for all the reasons you had to die. Don't ever ask your love of me. 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2. The chorus is the same. 1, 2, expect me to die. 2 and 3 and 4. Don't expect me to cry. 2 and 3 and 4. Don't expect me to die. 2 and 4 thee. 2 and 3 and 4. And as you can hear, that's a much more authentic way of strumming. It's quite a bit more difficult as well, so make sure you've mastered playing the song the simple way before you try doing it like this. Well, that's it for this lesson. I hope you have a lot of fun learning this song. Do take your time with it, and don't worry if it doesn't sound exactly like the recording straight away. It will take a while. There will be some frustration and sore fingertips involved, but do try and enjoy the learning process, and I will see you again for another lesson really soon.